Today, I will introduce a new version of Dual Fisheye Plugin named Dual Fisheye RAW Plugin for 360-degree camera THETA Z1. This plugin is developed by an individual developer, it's Hirota-san. With the HDR DNG mode in Dual Fisheye Plugin, you can create a single HDR DNG data of THETA Z1 easily, and you can edit 360-degree image with a wider dynamic range. Name is similar between Dual Fisheye Plugin and new Dual Fisheye RAW Plugin, but what is the difference? The most different point is shooting speed. The shooting efficiency is improved drastically by reducing the time from around 20 seconds to less than 1 second for 9 shots, less ghost for moving objects due to the quick shooting time. Simple control on THETA Z1 button. No remote app is released yet, but it is very simple to control. Dynamic range is the same between Dual Fisheye Plugin and Dual Fisheye RAW Plugin. Here is how it is improved and make your shooting job more efficiency. Original Dual Fisheye Plugin, it takes around 20 seconds for shooting 9 shots of DNG images. During the shooting, you need to hide and wait. After the shooting, it is a time for processing, stacking, saving, but during this timing, you can move theta to another point or bring it back to your back. With the Dual Fisheye RAW plugin, the shooting time is only less than 1 second, so you can shoot 9 shots immediately and take your THETA Z1 to another point, so it's more easy. The remote app is not released yet for Dual Fisheye RAW plugin, so you need to set it up with the THETA Z1 button. But you only need to control 2 kinds of button, mode and Wi-Fi button, so it is very simple to set. Here is a THETA plugin store. The name is similar, but it is a new one, Dual Fisheye RAW plugin. It has bracket mode, burst mode, and HDR DNG mode, which I'm going to try here. Here, the most important point is to update the firmware of THETA Z1 device first before installing the Dual Fisheye RAW plugin. The firmware of THETA Z1 should be after 2001 or later. Let's update the THETA Z1 firmware to the latest version 2001 or later. It is kind of tricky, but you can install the Dual Fisheye RAW plugin with the old firmware version. But the Dual Fisheye RAW plugin cannot be started properly without the latest version of Z1 firmware. So please make sure to update the Z1 firmware first. Connect your THETA Z1 to the PC and update the Z1 firmware on the THETA app of PC. Then, let's install the plugin from the plugin store. After installing, you can select the Dual Fisheye RAW plugin for THETA Z1. Let's start shooting. Long press a mode button of THETA Z1 to start the plugin, and select Dual Fisheye RAW plugin by pressing a shutter button. Select a shooting mode by pressing a mode button. You can select burst, bracket, but I select HDR DNG mode here. Then select the number of shots by pushing Wi-Fi button, and you can select from 3 shots to 9 shots. I will select 9 shots here. Make 10 seconds timer on by long pressing Wi-Fi button, then push a shutter button to start. Shooting of Dual Fisheye RAW plugin is completed immediately, so you can move theta to another place or put it back to your back. But the shooting of original Dual Fisheye plugin is still continuing. processing data is completed for Dual Fisheye RAW plugin, so you can start another shooting again. But here it is still under the processing for Dual Fisheye plugin. So you see the shooting efficiency is much improved. You can take HDR image more easily without paying attention for moving people or cars outside of the windows, because it is only need 1 second. Remote app is not released yet, but you can set 10 seconds timer on with a THETA, so you don't need to connect THETA to your smartphone. The only thing you need to do is control the Dual Fisheye RAW setting on the THETA Z1 device and hide somewhere during the 10 seconds timer. The image data is HDR file. It is extremely underexposed images, but you can edit wider dynamic range by adjusting exposure, highlights, or others. So let's try and enjoy your shooting with this new plugin.